It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Hey, lil' shawty, what the deal? Just keep it real. Tell that brother how you feel. And we could build many levels to your world. Let them reveal how your feelings stay concealed. Sit back and chill. J Nolan. Yeah, how many brothers really know what's on your mind? When your feelings start to show, how many left from on the line? You've been down, succumbing to the ears of the world. Early 20s popping pills with your girls. Only the real will unfurl. Chasing thrills in the swirl for Snapchat. Catching backlash for bashing men, but they don't know the half of it. They don't see the drama you face. They get the short story. They don't see the time that it takes. But I can picture from a different spectrum. And I ain't trying to give you no suggestions. Not the exception, I've been wretched since conception. But it's about you. How you plan to get about the struggle? Don't get mad cause I confront you. Anybody can lust you, but I recognize your hustle. Writing them term papers that you turned around and sold. Got you plenty of haters, it's all game. I love it about you, they love to doubt you. All your exes suck the blood about you. Don't let it try to work the deal. Just keep it real. Tell that brother how you feel. And we could build many levels to your world. Let them reveal how your feelings stay concealed. Sit back and chill. Shawty, what the deal? Just keep it real. Tell that brother how you feel. And we could build many levels to your world. Let them reveal how your feelings stay concealed. Sit back and chill. Kid Turner. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. In this video, we're going to be picking up where we left off with this whole Jourdin Pauline and Tylil James situation. Y'all know we've been covering it since the beginning. And if you're new to the situation, then Jourdin Pauline is an artist slash streamer. And she came out a couple weeks ago and claimed that Tylil James, a popular streamer, had SA'd her after the Streamer Awards. All right, that's the basis of the story. Now, since those allegations came out, a lot has come out, a lot has unfolded and played out in the public eye, right? She came out, did a whole stream, made her allegations, said that she was taken advantage of, all of this different type of stuff. Said that her phone was broken, stolen, and was made that way so that she couldn't communicate with anybody. Since then, people have been poking holes in her story. They've shown stream footage of her with 2 phones in her hand. I believe they say she had about 3 phones, honestly. But basically saying, well, if one of your phones was down, you still had an additional 2. And since you were in a hotel, you would have been able to use Wi-Fi, to contact whomever you may have needed. I'm not saying that. That's what's being said out in the world. Okay, Tylil came out on his stream, told his side of the story. He said there was no such assault that took place. He said that it was completely consensual, that she jumped in his Uber, went to his hotel. She asked to use the restroom, and from there, they had an adult interaction, right? He claims everything was all good till his actual girlfriend called his phone. From that point forward, Jourdin became aggressive and didn't like the fact that he was not going to be investing more time into her as she may have wanted. He said that she got so aggressive to the point that he became uncomfortable. Therefore, he began to record himself having a conversation with Jourdin, in which he played some of the audio from that conversation in which they were talking about whether or not they had just did a one-night stand. She asked him that. She said, was this a one-night stand? He said, nah, it ain't no one-night stand. Long as we continue to be cool after this. Long as we cool tomorrow. Jourdin replied to him, there's so many days after tomorrow. Okay? That's not what I made up. It was actually stated, all right? You can find that footage. It's in so many different locations online. You can watch my previous videos, and you can get caught up on all of the minute details up to this point. We're not going to revisit everything. I'm just giving a refresher in the top of the video. There's been some chatter online about the nature of this sexual act and whether it could be considered consensual, right? There's some people out there that are saying that they've heard that they were drunk. I personally have not heard that they were drunk, but some people have said that she was drunk, he was drunk, whatever, right? The party ended that they came from around 5 in the morning. They made their way back to his hotel sometime around 6 something. She left his hotel around 8 in the morning. All right. We do know that much. I don't know anything about them being drunk, right? Some people have said, oh, he took advantage of her because she was drinking and she was underage. That has also been debunked. Jourdin Pauline is 26. Tylil is 24. Both above legal age for drinking. We don't know if they were consuming responsibly or not. Again, it is what it is. Shortly after Jourdin made it home from whatever took place, she began to text Tylil, see what he was doing. She said, if I texted you, I don't know. My phone is cooked. He, at that point, was no longer responding to her, right? She proceeded to check on him for about a day after whatever took place at the hotel. He was not responsive. She sent him a $2,000 request. The memo for the request said for playing with me. There's a lot of people wondering why the memo said for playing with me versus for my phone that she claims was broken, right? Jourdin, after seeing Tylil stream, she decided to go live on TikTok. During this TikTok, she was very irate, and she didn't do herself a lot of favors, right? She came out, said that Tylil's manhood was little. She called him a toe licker. She alleged that Tylil was sucking on her toes. When speaking on her phone calls, not her phone calls, but her texts to her friends or people on her side about the situation, she said that the encounter took about 2 minutes before he stopped because she started crying. Now, I don't know how everybody gets to it, but I would assume that this encounter took a little bit longer than 2 minutes if he was passionately sucking on toes and doing all this other type of stuff, right? So a lot of the things that Jourdin has been putting out, they've been quite shaky. People have been trying to poke holes in her story, and to be honest, it hasn't been all that hard, right? Now, again, I will remain and say I don't know what happened, but I'm just recalling what's leading us to this point. So she's calling him all of this and that. She says she don't even like black guys. Matter of fact, verbatim, she says, I don't like you black niggas. At one point, she says, I don't even like how y'all smell. I don't date black guys. Next thing you know, her ex-boyfriend comes out, says she's a liar, a manipulator, and he's black. Which also didn't fare all that well in terms of credibility. Maybe he was the straw that broke the camel's back for black guys. I don't know. Right? She says, I don't know. I don't owe you nothing, an explanation. My body, my coochie. I would never get with Tylil. She also went on a rant talking about how much money she gets, saying I would never request $2,000 for sleeping with nobody. The $2,000 was from my phone, which was broken. In the midst of going in on that, she says how her overhead is over $100,000 per month. Overhead as in her expenses. She said, my hair, my bundles, my self-care costs more than $2,000. What do I look like? Some project trailer park type of chick? That ain't me. Again, all of these quotes that I'm saying are available online. I promise I'm not making any of this stuff up. I have no reason to. So after all of that transpired, I'm giving y'all the whole rundown. After this transpires, Jourdin found herself in even more controversy online following that live stream, right? So as people are debating online, talking about all of this, trying to get to the bottom of it, right? Tylil says that him and his team are preparing a defamation lawsuit against her. She says, you suing me, I'm suing you, we suing each other. I guess that's just what it is. Well, she came out and started bragging about a Mercedes truck that she bought. She said, y'all out here talking about me, I'm still making money, and I just bought my dream car. So as you can see here, this is a deleted post, by the way. At the bottom, it says, mine, happy holidays, everyone, God is so good. So she posted this photo of a 2023 Mercedes-Benz GLS Maybach, and she posted it as if that was the car that she had recently bought. People did a Google image search, and it came up with this same car in the ribbon, but it was photoshopped. As you can see, there's a logo in the right corner of the dealership. But in her photo, I know it's small, but you see that logo has been photoshopped out to a blank screen. But the rest of the photo is completely identical to this online photo. So people called her out and said, hey, that's fake. You're out here lying. We caught you in another lie actively as you're out here talking about Tylil. From that point, she then posts a TikTok and she says, I don't owe y'all an explanation about anything I'm doing, my whereabouts, or what I'm buying. But this car has been sitting on pre-order since her birthday back in August. But she said it was sitting for 6 months. Now, my math ain't the greatest, but from December to August definitely is not 6 months. There's others that have looked deeper into this than I have. So that's another inconsistency in her story, even pertaining to the car that she allegedly bought during the holidays, as she was out here bragging about that. Again, in tandem with her bragging about how much money she makes, how much money she spends on a monthly basis. As the conversation about this car continued to heat up online, she temporarily deactivated her Twitter, which is where most of her interaction has come from outside of TikTok, surrounding all of these different situations. And she posted a very cryptic message on the way out, right? So she said that she had been being cyber bullied and that she was going to end this chapter. Okay. So a lot of people were feeling like, oh man, now she's threatening to unalive herself. So this is the post. It says, the cyberbullying I've experienced has deeply impacted my mental health. Reading lies, threats, and dehumanizing comments day after day is not something anyone is immune to. I'm choosing to prioritize my well-being and step back from engaging with negativity. I appreciate those who have shown kindness and support. It matters more than you know. But I'm genuinely tired as I leave behind my music and my legacy. This is where things get a little bit dark, all right? Because first she says she's getting cyber bullied and harassed, which I could see, because there's a lot of people out there that feel strongly about this situation. I can only imagine the types of DMs and different types of messages that she's received since coming out. A lot of people fuck with Tylil. A lot of people are fans. A lot of people watch his streams every time he gets online. He is popular. And we all know that these people have very passionate fans, stans, and people who can be completely reckless in defense of those that they love. I am not an advocate for stan activity, right? But she says, I need to take a step back. I thought that this was actually a wise idea. I thought she should have stepped back probably from the jump, right? She made her statement. She said what she needed to. Anything from that point on should have been legal recourse. But here we are. So as she proceeds in this statement here, she says, I appreciate those who have shown kindness and support. It matters more than you know, but I'm genuinely tired as I leave behind my music and my legacy. It'll still continue once I'm gone, because that's what truly lives forever is art and my craft. The weight of the world has always been on my shoulders. I thank everyone I had beautiful experiences with and the people that love me very dearly, like my mom and my sister. I've seen very disheartening videos about my sister's death. Okay? So at this point, it's starting to sound like she's really trying to, let's just say, end it all, right? The burden has become too strong. She says she's always had the world on her shoulders, but now she's going to leave her music and legacy behind and let her music carry out the rest of it, right? She says, do not speak on her, as in her sister. You don't know her and you don't know her story, and she's not here to defend herself, which I also agree with. She says, I try to use my voice as much as I can, but it's time for me to close this chapter. Only God knows what I'm feeling, and I'm deciding to not feel this pain anymore and finally be with God. I promise my spirit and music and art will do the living for me. God bless everyone. Goodbye and farewell. So this definitely looked like a parting message, right? That she was going to do something to herself in order to end this chapter that she's currently going through in life. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not an advocate for anybody taking their own life. You know what I'm saying? I would never encourage that. I would never want to pounce on anybody to the point of making them feel like that is something that they need to do, like that's the best alternative or, plan of action to move forward is just to remove myself from the situation and let y'all have it. I would never, right? So I definitely want to extend a little bit of compassion there. But this situation has been extremely hectic, right? In her video that she posted on TikTok, she said, I'm done beating niggas. That was a very big question of mine. There's a young lady out online by the name of Sierra Sprague who actually investigated further into this. She looked into the whole G-Wagon. I mean, not G-Wagon, but into the Maybach truck situation. And she also ended up digging further into Jourdin's record. And she finds, allegedly, that Jourdin is actually 28, not 26, and that she had a domestic abuse charge back in 2020 for beating up one of her ex-boyfriends. So now the plot thickens because in her last video, she said, I'm done beating niggas. That was a subject of question. Now we're hearing a history of domestic violence coming from her end. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but none of this shit is looking good.
I literally just Googled her name. I'm trying to do my research. Y'all see how much tabs I have. I've been in my detective era, right? And all these articles are just about Tylil and Jourdin. So I'm like, okay, let me try to figure out what articles she had and learn about her from before this situation happened. So let me do a custom range December 9th because she went live exposing him on the 10th. So that's when this all started. Let me change the from date to 1999 because that's when Famous Birthday says she was born. And as I look, Jourdin Pauline Reddick, 23, arrested on, okay, let me click on this. Beverly Hills Weekly. This is Beverly Hills Weekly newspaper serving Beverly Hills and Los Angeles, December 24th to December 30th, 2020. I click the little search, and it takes me to exactly what I need to see. Reddick, Jourdin Pauline, 23, arrested on 10/7/2020 for battery against person defendant had dated, been engaged to, married to, or in a domestic relationship with. And if we go up here, detention and arrest summary, Beverly Hills Weekly received the information that appears below from the Beverly Hills Police Department. This information is released each week to the public. So you beat man? And let's say I never accidentally stumbled upon this article of your arrest. And let's say this isn't even you. You just admitted on your live 2 days ago. You said, I should have beat him and gave him 2 black eyes, but I don't beat beep anymore. But I don't beat beep anymore? So you're a man beater.
Niggas see me coming down the street, better walk the other way. It's fades on sight. Because I should have whooped his ass that night. But I was being nice. I'm done beating niggas. I should have beat his ass that night. And that nigga would have came on stream with 2 black eyes, which I should have did.
So this must be you.
I'm done beating niggas.
But what's confusing me about this article is making my mind go pit-a-pat. It says Jourdin Pauline Reddick, 23, arrested on 10/7/2020. Her birthday is August 23rd, 1999, based on what Famous Birthday says, which would make her just turning 21 at this time. Her Famous Birthday says she's 26, but I'm like, how could that be her if it says 23 and she's 21? But then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Your name is Jourdin, spelled a way that I'd never seen Jourdin spelled before. Your middle name is Pauline, not a common name. Your first name is not common at all. Pauline, okay, 6'7". Reddick? This is not Smith. Your name's not John. This is an incredibly rare name, especially 3 rare names back-to-back. Jourdin Pauline Reddick. Based in Los Angeles, too. Beverly Hills, Los Angeles to be exact. You're telling me there's multiple of this?
Now, to quote myself, as I've been saying this entire time since everything transpired, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in 2020. I don't know who Jourdin the fuck Pauline Reddick or whoever the hell that is. But all of this information coming out about her all at once, it's a lot. And none of it seems to paint her as credible. We got to be honest about the situation. I don't know what happened between her and Tylil, but for the most part, the cards are stacked against her at this point. Okay? Now, I don't know what the future holds. It's December 22nd at the time of recording. I don't know if come January or some months down the line, more will be revealed and maybe her story will be vindicated one day. I don't know. Or if she'll come out one day and completely admit that she was wrong, that she shouldn't have, accused Tylil of this and that she really just wanted more from the situation. Again, I cannot predict what the future holds, but this whole situation is extremely messy and it has transpired in one of the ugliest ways that I've seen in recent memory, especially with the weight of the allegations. Y'all be sure to let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Much love and respect. Y'all be safe out there. Peace. Yeah. Family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 cent bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I've been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I've been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls consulting for the stacks I built. I had